Hey guys, did you enjoy the first half? Enjoy amazing. The second half was great as well. I don't know who this guy is behind me, but I'm going to do a little introductions here. You know about it's such a privilege to me to be able to introduce one of my favourite singer-songwriters, and he's from my homeland of Northern Ireland. So there's at least two people that understand my accent. Do you guys understand it? Well, you know, quite a few decades ago, I'm going to embarrass him a little bit here. Quite a few decades ago, this guy played in the band with, basically, he started off with Johnny Quinn on drums. Johnny Quinn was his tow patrol. He's just like the left. Pete Wilson, also known as Duke Special, was his keyboard player. Who else was with it? Ian Archer, a guitarist, also Snow Patrol, was in his band. That wasn't a bad band.
They all did a lot better than I did.
No, I didn't.
But I don't carry any baggage.
I think Brian Houston is one of the best singer-songwriters from out of Ireland, so it can't get much better, not Brian Houston. Anyway, he went on to that to jam with Robert Plant of Led Zeppelin fame, and what do you hear? At Bob Harris's birthday party. Only chosen to get to do that, don't they? He also supported one of my heroes, Van Morris, Elvis Costello. And to crown it all, he actually once went to breakfast with President Barack Obama. He's not supposed to say that. And he also supported the icon Chuck Berry, and then he's accused of nicking his guitar. Asked him to get that one afterwards. But anyway, it's such a great pleasure for me tonight to introduce a big acoustic night at the barn. Welcome to the Belfast troubadour, Brian Houston.
1, 2.
There we go. Yep.
When I turn the echo off, it gets quieter, I think.
Okay.
Like that. It's just a lot quieter.
Great.
You know what I mean? But I'm not planning to use it without the echo on anyway.
All right.
All right. How are you? Used to be, she had needs I could easily solve. It wasn't hard to talk for hours and watch her fears dissolve. Time would pass, I'd make her laugh. She seemed to feel set free when I told her some stories and some secrets she could keep. Tell me that I'm dreaming, tell me it's not true, tell me it's a nightmare and that I'll awaken soon. Oh no, she's gone away, and a stranger's moved in here to stay. Now everything I do or say these days is wrong, 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 wrong. Ooh. I thought she would defend me. I think that's the right way to start that verse. I'm going to try that again. I thought she would defend me. I didn't need to lie. She seemed to comprehend me, but now it appears she's changed sides. Look how circumstances seem to turn around. I gave her ammunition station, and now she's putting me down. Oh no, she's gone away, and a stranger's moved in here to stay. Now everything I do or say these days is wrong, 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 wrong. Ooh. How will I find her? Where has she gone to hide? She left me behind her when she learned to fly. This person looks just like her, but she don't speak with a grin. She keeps me at a distance, and she never lets me in. Oh, now she's gone away, and a stranger's moved in here to stay. Now everything I do or say these days is wrong, 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 wrong. Oh, it's wrong, 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 wrong. Ooh. Thanks very much. Very kind. Can we hear for Hannah Lynn, please? All the way from America. With great hair. I heard a rumor that her hair came in a separate plane. It's so big. So, see, I can turn the echo down a wee bit here, and yeah, I'm learning as I go. A few years ago, I was doing a tour of America with a couple of other artists, and we stopped off. We were on our way from somewhere Springfield, I think, Illinois, or Springfield, Missouri, to Nashville, and along the way, there's a little town called Cairo, spelled like Cairo but pronounced Cairo. And we pulled into this town, and the place was completely deserted. As we drove down this street, there was a cinema, and the cinema, everything was like I say, grass growing out of the street lights, and grass growing out of the pavement, out of the road. Up on the cinema, there was one of those old American signs with, the white sign with the black cords and the red lettering, and it said Cairo Restoration Project. But many of the letters were missing, which wasn't a good sign. And all the windows in the shops were still intact, but they had like white, that kind of white stuff they write on glass with, and they were all like accusations against local politicians. So I don't really know what had happened, but it made the place very cool. And there was one place that was open, and it was a bar, and everything else was shut. And outside the bar, there was a guy standing on what looked like a traction engine, but it turned out to be a barbecue, and he was stripped to the waist, just wearing a pair of like cut-off denim shorts, and a mullet haircut, hanging down his back. His skin was burned like that color of copper, and he had a cap on. He looked like he just stepped out of the Civil War. And we went in the bar. There was a girl with a lady with us, and she wouldn't even go in the bar. That's how dirty it looked. And we went in, and the reason we went in was, number one, it was the only place open. Number two, we were starving. Number three, there was a sign on the door that said, buy a drink, eat as much barbecue as you can, and not won us all over. So we went in and I got elected to go up and order the drink. So I walked up to the bar. There was a guy sitting at the bar. He looked like a Harley Davidson biker bumped into Santa Claus, right? So Santa Claus, imagine Santa Claus dressed in leather with a big bird chest and a medallion. And I'm sitting beside this man, waiting for the order of a drink. And he turned to me, looked me up and down, and he said, "Where are you from, son?" And I don't know what my voice sounds like to you, but in that bar, my voice sounded like this: "Mr. Ankerbill." And he said, "What do you do there, son?" "Mister, I'm a singer-songwriter." And he said this immortal line, he said, "Well, son, are them real songs or just stuff you made up?" So this is another, it's not a real song, it's just something I made up. It's called "I Was a Kid in the 70s. It's off the same record that other song was on, called 13 Days in August. We used to eat our meals as a family, the same time every night of the week, and we always knew what we'd be having. Nobody worried about what we ate, and the kids at school, they weren't overweight. And we played 45s and 78, cause you could do that sort of thing. I was a kid when Elvis died, and a man came on the news at night, and he told us that the doc had tried, but there was nothing that they could do. I was a kid, so I couldn't see, but when the king passed on to history, it ever part of me that still believed in Santa Claus in Hollywood. I was a kid in the 70s. We'd go to different stores for groceries, cause we didn't have malls, but we had a few more trees, and people didn't talk so much about stress. And the shops all closed by 6 p.m. when Fridays came. We had a weekend, cause nothing opened on a Sunday then, and everybody took a rest. I was a kid when Elvis died, and a man came on the news at night, and he told us that the doc had tried, but there was nothing that they could do. I was a kid, so I couldn't see, or when the king passed on to history, it was a part of me that still believed in Santa Claus and Hollywood, Bobby Dylan, so on out. Bob Marshall. Georgie fan. Sorry, missus, I'm just realizing you're so close to me that you're not just getting a concert, but you're getting a free shower as well. Well, I was a kid in the 70s. It feels like yesterday to me. My big brother was turning sweet 16, but now he's older and he's fatter and he's well past 62. And progress now to paradise, like a slab of butter to a red-hot knife, and I guess we all went along for the ride, and now there's not a thing we can do. Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has torn it away. I was a kid when Elvis died, and a monkey came on the news at night, and he told us that the doc had tried, but there was nothing that they could do. I was a kid, so I couldn't see, but when the king passed on to history, Claus in Hollywood, Santa Claus in Hollywood, and you're so vain. I bet you think the song's about you. You're so vain. I bet you think the song is about you. Don't you, don't you, don't you? Again, my microphone's beginning to drip here just a wee bit. Sorry about that. Got some talkers over here. Don't you worry, security will take care of them. Wait a minute, that is security that's doing all the talking. I realized I needed this for this song, so I just recorded it. I messed it up, like. I got no work for tomorrow. We got bills to pay. Will you wear my ring? Through the times of trouble, ladies and gentlemen, Brad Houston performing tonight without the aid of a safety net. It's always kind of weird when you start a wee tour. You know, I was playing my auntie's 90th birthday party last night. She was dancing, would you believe, my 90-year-old auntie. Woo! Well, she told me, yeah, no, it's worth a round of applause. Isn't there a Baz Luhrmann song about sunscreen that says you'll dance the funky chicken on your 80th birthday? Well, she did her 90th birthday, can you believe that? And by the way, not only is having an Irish passport a very useful thing to have these days, but did you know that when you turn 100 in Ireland, you don't get no telegram from the Queen? Well, you might if you're in the north. You get a telegram from the King now, I guess. But you also get a cheque for €2,500 from the Irish government. See, you didn't know that? Yeah, it sucks to be British, doesn't it? Yes, go on, tell the world. But I got no work for tomorrow. We got bills to pay. Will you wear my ring through the times of trouble? When the future's looking blacker with every passing day, would you wear my ring through the times of trouble? When I'm feeling sorry for myself and I can't face the truth, I'm listening to that someone who never walked in my shoes. When you're tired of life being such a struggle, would you wear my ring through the times of trouble? Modern technology, what can you do? When our friends forget about us and they don't pick up the phone, to wear my ring to the town show. Whenever your mother starts to doubt us and we've never felt so alone, to wear my ring to the towns of Joe. When you look at all our friendships, girl, see the ones my big mouth destroyed. When I bite my nails to the fingertips and I'm feeling paranoid when all my mistakes become double? Would you wear my ring through the times of trouble? When you know my darkest secret and I've got no way to pretend, you wear my ring through the time of trouble. Whenever I've lost the faith in everything I died to defend, you wear my ring through the times of trouble. If I'm a victim of envy or somebody's jealous lies, when the wisdom of the wise man turns out to be just bad advice, when we can't find the missing pieces of the puzzle, would you wear my ring? Would you wear my ring? Would you wear my ring? Talking about the times of trouble. Does that work?
Yeah.
How many days? Everybody will be happy.
Yeah.
Me and you. What's your name?
You're my real name or my alias?
That's a simple question. Everybody's got an alias sometime. And so I've got a new record. It's in the works. I don't have it with me tonight because we just sent it off to get pressed this week. But if you don't mind, can I do a couple of the songs off it? Is that all right? And I don't come up at the desk at the end and say, can I get one off a new record? And think you're funny because you're not. All right? It's very frustrating. But I love playing the new songs because, you know, because they're new. So see if you like this one.
Okay.
Have you ever wondered, girl, what you might gain if you took down some walls that hide your pain? I don't wanna sound like I know more than you. You're broken, babe. I'm broken too. People seem to think I'm doing fine, but they haven't met the ghosts in my mind. Lately I've been facing some hard truths. You're broken, babe. I'm broken too. I don't know where this will end, but if like me you need a friend, if you want the perfect guy, then I won't do. But if you need loving arms around you too, and you're broken, babe, I'm broken too. No, I can't can't pretend like I'm the perfect guy, and I won't say cruel words that make you cry. Yes, I've caused my share of wounded hearts, that's true. And you're broken, babe, but I'm broken too. I don't know where this will end, but if like me you need a friend, if you want the perfect guy, then I won't do. But if you need loving arms around you too, and you're broken, babe, I'm broken too. And you're broken, babe, I'm broken too. And here's another one. So there's a story behind this one. Usually there's a story behind the song. So I woke up in the middle of the night and had the idea for this song. Literally recorded it on my phone as I went to the bathroom and came back, as men are inclined to do. As long as you come back, it's not bad thing. And then I recorded the song, and I had a little almost country version of it. And I sent it to a producer friend of mine, and he kind of made this sideways comment about it being a bit of a pastiche, which didn't sound complimentary to me. And I thought, I don't want to make a pastiche, you know. It sounds like it's high fat, you know, high cholesterol. I don't want one of those. And pastiche supper. And that's a pasty and chips in Ireland, by the way. And we don't have pasties the way you have them here. You know the way you have them in pastry and all that? No. A Belfast pasty, and it's only in Belfast, is yesterday's potatoes, yesterday's sausage, onions, spices, made into a wee patty, covered in batter and deep fried. Oh, and see when you slap that sucker for literally 2 hours. No notes on the gig. It's a complete transcript at the end. You didn't know that, did you? What was I going to say? Yeah, so I recorded this song and I had the pastiche version. Got distracted by my own story. And then I had a couple of friends over from England, would you believe? And we were driving them around Belfast, and I was playing them a couple of new songs. And I played, and so I got all kind of into myself. You see, I got all kind of, I don't want to make a pastiche. So I created this really dark version of the song, and it segues in the middle into the little country version, then comes back into the darkness. And I thought, this is cool. And but to be honest, in my heart of hearts, I didn't really like it. I just thought it was cool. And I've kind of learned over time, do what you like, don't do what's cool, right? Because you don't know how to be cool, so wise up, right? So I kind of, wake up hope. But I thought I'd take the risk of playing it to them, and I played them in the car, and they're sitting in the back, and the first song I played was Broken, the one I just played, and then I played them this song, and the girl just like completely unfiltered, she just went, yeah, I'm not sure about that one. And I was like, wake up call. So I completely reversed that decision, and I brought back the country version, and I sent the whole thing to a couple of friends, the whole album. And I was so embarrassed by this pastiche version that out of a 20-song CD, I made it track number 19. That's how much I wanted to hide it, because I was a little embarrassed. And my journalist friend came back and said, this needs to be track 1, right? And I was like, wow, right, okay. So Brian, get over yourself. So I made the record, and it is track 1. So thank you to my friends Owen and Charlotte who came to Belfast, because it was Charlotte who said, no, I'm not sure about that one. And thank you to my journalist friend in Ireland who said that should be track 1, because this is a wee song called Walking the Floor. It goes like this. Every night about 3 a.m. I'm walking the floor, trying to do the best I can while walking the floor. The text you sent said we weren't friends, not to reach out anymore. Every night about 3 a.m. I'm walking the floor. Well, I try my best to get some rest. I'm walking the floor. And the doctor says that I'm depressed while walking the floor. My mental health's resigned itself to walking out the door. Every night about 3 a.m. I'm walking the floor. When I tell friends of how it went, convinced I'm over you, those tears start flowing once again, and I feel like a fool. Well, my bed is wet with tears and sweat. I'm walking the floor. I'm wondering if you miss me yet while walking the floor. You used to host me, now you ghost me. I'm the one you love to ignore. Every night about 3 a.m. I'm walking the floor. Oh, I've lost sleep over counting sheep. I guess you know the score. Every night about 3 a.m. I'm walking the floor. Oh, every night about 3 a.m. I'm walking the floor. Not a bad wee song, is it? Will I try one more? Or you don't care, do you really?
No, I'm very hungry.
Are you? You're in the wrong place. You're selling pasties down the street. Is there any food left for this man in the wheelchair here? No. They say no.
This isn't a wheelchair.
It's not a wheelchair.
It's a handbike.
It's a handbike?
Yeah.
You're riding it wrong. You'd go a lot faster if you stand on top of it.
I would.
Okay, so this one, I mean, it's so weird when you write songs, and for other musicians in the room, because, you know, you kind of spend months sitting in a little room writing these songs and creating a little piece of music. And in my case, it's like just me sitting there doing all this stuff, you know. If it needs a drum, I'll play the drum, and then I'll use the computer to make sure it's in time. And I'll just work away for months and create things. And you're inclined to lose all perspective of to whether or not it's good or bad or indifferent. It's just another one in a bunch of 25 or 30 songs. And then someday you get positive feedback on it, or in the case of this one, I rewrote it about 5 times, and when I was making my listening CD, I put the wrong version on the CD, and it played an old lyric, and as it played it, I realized that was the right lyric, that I had rewritten it and overthought it, and this version was the version it needed to be. And then a couple of weeks ago we played it with the band, and all the band were just like, all of us just sitting there going, this isn't a bad wee song, you know, this is okay. And so you might hate it, but this is a song called Baby Please Don't Go Home, Baby Please Come Home. So it has a little part that goes, bow, 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 and today I guess I must still love you. Could someone tell me what that means? I wish things were different, that I could move on. But every breath I take reminds me you're still gone. How am I gonna get over you, over you, over you? And I don't know what I'm gonna do. Baby, please come home. Baby, please come home. Do you want to sing the wee part with me?
Yeah.
I have to be gentle, especially you. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Sounding beautiful. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. My imagination's playing tricks on me. I wish that you still love me, but that's only make-believe. My heart used to be tougher, but I took down those walls. Now I'm hurting as I'm wondering if you're missing me at all. How am I gonna get over you, over you, over you? And I don't know what I'm gonna do. Baby, please come home. Baby, please come home. I've been picturing your face all the time. How I wish that my memories could go blind. How am I gonna get over you, over you, over you? And I don't know what I'm gonna do. Baby, please come home. Baby, please come home. Baby, please come home. Baby, please come home. All together now. Bum, 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 bum. You're really great singers, you know, so I'm going to try something here. It's all you, yeah, I know, in your head, it's all you. So if the guys go, running round, just say, running round, running round, running round, running round. And the girls go like this when the guys go, running round, the girls go, in circles, running round, in circles, running round, in circles, running round, in circles. circles, running round, running round. In 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 circles. Fantastic, thank you. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. These are awesome singers, especially you.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. Thank you.
Hey, no problem. If attention's what you need, I'm happy to give it to you. After all, that's why I'm up here. Shouldn't said that.
Can I do some €5?
€5? Well, if you knew anything about Northern Ireland, you know we use a pound, so I don't have any euros. Stick out in your pipe and smoke it, big lad. This one has a little bit you can sing along with. It goes like this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Fantastic. Well, if you think you see a spy every time you meet a stranger, you'll be looking in the eyes of the rabid dogs of danger. You try a little pain, you say that pain is gonna give me pleasure. Well, darling, don't make the mistake of thinking pain is gonna keep us together. Now here's the shoulder that you cry on, is that one you can rely on. I'll be there, I'll be there. Now if the heart that you believed in falls apart and starts deceiving, I'll be there, I'll be there. You're the sugar queen. I said you're the sugar queen. You're in control of everything. These days you are the sugar queen. Ready to sing now? Whoa, 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 whoa. Excellent. I used to be a step ahead of you with every little thing you tried to do, baby. Now you're catching up. I gotta keep both eyes on you. Well, just look at your girl, hey, look at your girl, hey, look at your girl. You're taking me by surprise. Well, you capture my imagination, holding prisoner in your eyes. Well, if the shoulder that you cry on is the one you can rely on, I'll be there, I'll be there. The heart that you believed in falls apart and starts deceiving, I'll be there, I'll be there. You're the sugar queen. I said you're the sugar queen. You're in control of everything. These days you are the sugar queen. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, ready? Whoa. So a few years ago, my daughter had a boyfriend. She got herself a boyfriend. And I was off on the road. I came back and she was looking very glum. And I said, what's wrong? And she said she broke up with a boyfriend. So she was feeling very sad, you know the way it is, even though she dumped him for probably very good reasons. She was really down about it. So her mom decided, her mom's over here selling the merch. You can ask if this is a true story or not. She's a pretty lady with the dark hair. Dating a singer. And so her mom took her out and got her a new dress, right? But the thing was, her skinny cousin went with her, right? And so my daughter's out there, skinny cousin's out there, skinny cousin knows about the breakup. They're all going to a party that night. And my daughter finally finds the dress that makes her look okay, and she's happy with it, and she's feeling confident. And skinny cousin buys the same dress. Yeah, it sucks. And so then when she came home, there was tearful supplication in the house, and how could the cousin do this, and what a, you know, bleep, 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 bad names all over the place she was. And I just thought, well, either my daughter's not going to go to the party, or if she goes, she'll wear something else, and she won't feel good about it, because that dress made her feel so good. But to my amazement, when the time came for her to walk out the door and get picked up by her friends, she came down the stairs and she was wearing the dress. And I thought, what girl, you go. And she didn't care if she would be compared with a skinny cousin. And she went out the door, and I sat down and I wrote this song for her. So this is called The Woman Out of You. Hey, my little girl, I can see your heart is aching. Hey, my little girl, that your bottom lip is shaking. It's taking everything you have to hold your head up and be brave and not let them know the way you truly feel. So tonight, turn the lights down when you get home. Break your heart by listening to all your sad songs. If I had my way, I'd always stay in the innocence of you. But it's come the time for love to make a woman out of you. Hey, my little girl, can I say you're looking gorgeous? Hey, my little girl, I love the way you're made up for us. Go out in your party dress. Let them see what he's gonna miss, but don't let them know the way you truly feel. And tonight, turn the lights down when you get home. Break your heart by listening to all your sad songs. If I had my way, I'd always stay in the innocence of you. But it's come the time for love to make a woman out of you. And tonight, turn the lights down when you get home. Break your heart by listening to all your sad songs. If I had my way, I'd always stay in the innocence of youth. But it's come the time for love. Yeah, it's come the time for love. It's come the time for love to make a woman out of you. Like rain falling that's what your love is like. And you've got wisdom that's ahead of your years, and no one can pull the wool over your eyes. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Oh, Stephanie. Yeah. I don't know what to play. Let me play this one. I was walking safe down North Street. I was thinking all about me and you. I was skipping, I was dancing in the sunlight. I was on my way to buy St. Dominic's preview. Oh, these days I'm beginning to believe. Oh, these days you're much sweeter than you used to be. By the way, that's a lot harder than it looks. Just in case you weren't getting the full appreciation of that. Well, I asked the man behind the counter, is it an original? He shrugged me off and said, son, you know, I don't really have a clue. I tucked this 12 inches of vinyl under my left arm anyway, and I made my way up the street to make my secret rendezvous. Oh, these days you're starting to understand. Oh, these days your demons, they don't have the upper hand. Yet last night you cried yourself to sleep again. How many more nights are gonna have to end like this? Well, last night you cried yourself to sleep again, and this morning your kiss tastes like the ocean on my lips. Girl, you're a million moving mysteries in motion. You know the truth is like gold, it's so very hard to find. Oh, the past is like riches whenever we cling to it. They don't bring you peace, it just makes you drunk and it leaves you blind. Oh, these days you're starting to understand. Oh, these days your demons, they don't have the upper hand. Woo, gonna stick. Well, last night you cried yourself to sleep again. That means it close. How many more nights are gonna have to end like this? Well, last night you cried yourself to sleep again, and this morning your kiss tastes like the ocean on my lips. Girl, you're a million moving mysteries in motion. You know the truth is like gold, it's so very, 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 very hard to find. And the past is like riches when we cling to it. Don't bring you peace, it just makes you drunk and you get blind. Oh, these days I got this brand new vision of you. first night, and last night I did my auntie's party, so I wasn't really playing a lot of this music. But so this is technically the first night that I've toured, and I don't know, since before BC, before COVID. And once the lockdown started to end, I was like stuck for work, you know, because we used to tour North America all the time, in England sometimes, Scotland sometimes, and all of a sudden all that work had gone away, you know, and I wasn't really sure what to do. So to kind of make up the pennies, I started taking these cover gigs in bars, and it was really revealing actually to go out there and just play bars and, you know, get 175 quid or whatever. And I would tell myself, well, Pete's working for a living, and you know, those people have to go and stack shelves in Tesco's, and they probably do that all week to get 175 quid. So shut up and just play the gig, you know. And I had to really dig in and really learn how to, you know, just to learn how to be an entertainer. And it was very, very positive in my life, and it brought an awful lot of, I think, give me some courage and give me some strength, and give me a bunch of cover songs that I kind of know off by heart. And I'm just wondering, should I play one right now? I'm sure why not? Who cares? I used to spend my nights out in the bar room. Liquor was the only love I know. But you rescued me from hitting the bottom. You brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. Now see, if this was Ireland, you'd all been singing the chorus, because Ireland loves country music. We even have a country music station. It's one of the biggest stations on all our radio stations. People love it. Garth Brooks comes to Ireland, does 7 nights at a football stadium. People are killing each other to get tickets. So if you haven't heard of this artist, it's a guy called Chris Stapleton. You should check it out. It's really good. I've looked for love in all the same old places. Found the bottom of bottles always dry. When you poured out your heart, I didn't waste it. 'Cause there's something about your love gets me high, high, high. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. Take note. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. You're as smooth, come on, join in, as Tennessee whiskey. Sweet. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're as warm. You're as warm as a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. very much. Good night.
Jesus, there's a fella have to do all the work around here. Lost my phone. And yeah, he was kind of handy, wasn't he? Where did he go? Did he get wrestled out by the cops or something? Maybe he just got bored. God help him. Still didn't give you his name, though. I still don't know. Alias, of course. There used to be a TV show, Alias Smith and Jones. Yeah. No, my dad told me about it. You go get the digs in early.
Childish things, then. Childish
What?
things.
Childish things? Oh, you know, when I do childish things, the show's
That's the one I
over.
was going to ask.
Yes, I played in Leicester once and someone shouted out, in a Belfast accent, by the way, in a musician in Leicester, play childish things. And I said, oh, when I play childish things, the show's over. And he went, play childish things. Only in Northern Ireland. The humour is brutal.
Daddy, don't go.
Oh man, I haven't played that for years. I wish I could play that. I can try it. I mean, if the lyrics come to me, that will be a miracle. Does he know the words? Do you know? Well, I see. Hang on, I need some. Well, there we go. Well, I see you washed and combed your hair. That's how it goes. You have to sing. Daddy, don't go out drinking tonight. Is that okay? Do you think you can do that? This is a really sad song, by the way, just so as you know. But it's actually a true story as well. Well, I see you washed and combed your hair. Daddy, don't go out drinking tonight. You got the check sports jacket that you like to wear. Daddy, don't go out drinking tonight. You're fixing your tie till it sits just right. Daddy, don't go out drinking tonight. You polished your shoes till they're shiny bright. Daddy, don't go out drinking tonight. Don't go. Daddy, don't go. Don't go. Daddy, don't go. Let me try that together. Don't go, Daddy, don't go. Don't go, Daddy, don't go. Now this is where we do get confused because I can't remember the second verse. All I just say is, what I'll tell you is, although I can't really remember the words, the reason this is a sad song is because when I was about, I think I was about 12, my dad, he got fired from his job in Rolls Royce, making engines. And he decided to become a teacher, you see. But my dad is what you call a functioning alcoholic. So he was pickled most of the time. And if you dug him up now, he'd be as fresh as the day he died. And even though they cremated him, you know. But, and so he spent a year trying to do the, the PGC or whatever it is a teacher does. I don't know what they learn so they can teach other people. But he kept on drinking the whole year. And And at the end of the year, he failed the exam, which was the shock of his life, because he always prided himself on being so clever. And so he resigned himself. He would have to do it the next year without the drink. So from September through to May, he didn't drink that whole time. And for those 9 months or so, 10 months, it was the happiest days of our lives. And he stayed in and he watched movies with us, and he was a father to us. And eventually, when it got to May, he got the results that he had passed his test and could be a teacher. And so the song comes from the fact that the night he got the letter, he got all dressed up to go out drinking. And I stood and I begged him not to go. And he just pulled his hand out of mine and out he went. And we went back to live in the hell that we lived with him. Well, you're checking your watch for the umpteenth time. Daddy, don't go out drinking tonight. No matter what I say, it seems you made up your mind. Daddy, don't go out drinking tonight. You're a star in the bar for your final encore. Daddy, don't go out drinking tonight. Got your wife and kids screaming, but not for more. Daddy, don't go out drinking tonight. Don't go. Daddy, don't go. 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 Well, you see, here's the thing. About probably, it must be about February or March this year, I got a letter from a solicitor. I don't know why the letter was fine. It wasn't a threatening letter or anything. It was just a letter. But something about the letter, anyway, it triggered me, and I got really anxious. And there was no one else in the house. It was just me. And I sat down because I spent about 2 years before lockdown and 2 years during lockdown doing therapy every Friday with this lady. I would talk through everything and, trying to get my head straightened out. And they always try to get you to a point, where you weep and you forgive and you do all this stuff. And I could never get to that point, no matter how many times they tried to set up the scenario and trigger the memories. Nothing worked, and I was just like going through the motions, and without actually getting anywhere. And so eventually I stopped doing the therapy. I took a break from it. And this particular day, it triggered me, and I got real anxious. That anxiety where your bones burn, your skin's hot, and you can't really breathe, and you want to die, that kind of just consuming anxiety. And I just sat there on the blanket box in our bedroom. Yeah, we have a blanket box, we're middle class, all right. So anyway, I've learned from therapy that what you do is, instead of trying to run from it or distract yourself from it or turn on the TV or go for a walk, you actually allow it to absorb you. And I allowed the anxiety to come to me. And I just said to, I guess, Holy Spirit, if you like, or the universe, if that's your thing, I just said, what is this anxiety all about? And the answer I got back was, this is how you felt as a 5-year-old when your father came home. How you feel right now is how you felt when you were 5. And that blew me away. And I couldn't get over that I could actually feel that way as a 5-year-old. Obviously, I couldn't remember it, but the message I was getting was this was real. And we would shake in bed, you know, when you come home, and just be terrified of what he was going to do next. And so what I did in my head was I started to tell him what a terrible father he was, and just laid all that anger on him for the first time in my life. And eventually I began to weep. For the first time in my life, I began to weep about the fact that my father was a terrible father, and a terrible husband, terrible role model. And even when I had a hit record on the radio, he came around with a newspaper clipping and tried to take the credit for it. He just wasn't all round, not a very nice guy. And in the middle of all of that, once I wept for a while, I opened my eyes and the carpet beneath me had changed colour. There was so much tears on it. And then I forgave him, because I was taught to do that through therapy. And the air got fresher and the sky got bigger, and I suddenly felt this burden lift off me, and I felt, for the next 3 or 4 months, at the drop of a hat, I would weep, right? I was fragile for months. I thought I was losing my mind. I went back to my therapist and I said, you've got to tell me this is not me for the rest of my life, because I am a wreck. And she said, don't you worry, this is a phase and this will pass, but this is good stuff, this is miraculous stuff, this doesn't happen with everyone, this is incredible. And I'd written this song about 10 years ago. And I think this is actually the first time I've tried to play it since I went through all of that. So just to say that no matter how bad he was, and no matter how bad yours is, or was, there is a way to get free of it. And I got free of it. And I wrote this song when I wasn't quite free of it, but it kind of tells a story. I'm thinking of you now, all those years ago, when I didn't have the ears to hear the secrets that you know. Strangers come up to me with images sometimes of the days when I was yours and you were mine. What's it like for you, Dad, on your side of the river? I thought you were the thief of love. It turns out you're the giver. You're the silver-tongued devil. Sunday morning coming down. Daddy, how I wish you were still around. Now I wish I had your stories. I wish I had your wisdom. I wish I had your memories and the lessons that come with them. I wish I had a time machine to take me back in time to the days when I was yours and you were mine. What's it like for you, Dad, on your side of the river? I thought you were the thief of love. It turns out you're the giver. You're the silver-tongued devil. Sunday morning coming down. Daddy, how I wish that you were still around. Ooh, 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 ooh. So thank you, Dad, for teaching me when I didn't want to learn it. I know now you believed in me, and I hope, Dad, that I've earned it. Hank Williams, Chris Christopherson, Tom Paxton, and John Prine remind me I was yours and you were mine. Hank Williams, Chris Christopherson, Tom Paxton, and John Prine remind me I was yours and you were mine. What's it like for you, Dad, on your side of the river? I thought you were the thief of love. It turns out you're the killer. You're the silver-tongued devil. Sunday morning coming down. And Daddy, I wish that you were still around. Daddy, I wish that you were still around. Daddy, I wish that you were still around.
Can you stand one more?
Childish things.
There, isn't the food in here incredible? Yeah. Oh, it's the best. I even had the peppermint tea earlier. It's the best peppermint tea I've ever had in my life. And the owner has kindly agreed to supply it to me for a lifetime, free of charge. Of course, that's the first he heard about that. The east side of Belfast. Don't have too many happy memories, it's always a better one that seems to last. I was taught not to expect us, just a man, job and a wedding ring. And everybody says someday I'll be a man who put away the childish things. Well, everybody says someday I'll be a man who put away the childish things. So I went down to high school, that's along Sterling Avenue. But I left in our fourth year, I got a job down in Hollywood. Oh, late in the weekends I take my guitar, go out and sing. And you. Good night.